Hi everyone, so I've owned this Orient Tristar for approximately 2 years now. If you go back to some of the older videos on my channel, you would see that I unboxed this watch 2 years ago. I think it's exactly 2 years now, so this is its second birthday, right? So I got this watch. This was my first automatic watch when I graduated from university. I decided to get myself a gift to commemorate that event, and I saw that this was on sale, so I decided to pull the trigger and buy it. I got this for only $80, so that's approximately, I would think, 65 US dollars thereabout. Yeah, so it was extremely affordable, and for a first time automatic watch user, I was very keen to get my hands on the more budget-friendly brands such as Seiko and Orient without getting a diverse watch to begin with, because I thought that those watches were very bulky and not very user-friendly for a first-time automatic watch consumer like myself. So perhaps I can go through some of the pros and cons of wearing this watch. For the past 2 years, I've worn this almost every day. I would say that this is like my daily, I think the term for it is a daily driver or daily beater. I find that this watch is extremely versatile. I'm able to dress up, I'm able to dress down, and there's really no issues. I've gone swimming with it, I've gone to camps with it. I'm a teacher, so I teach with it as well. Sometimes I go to slightly more formal events with it, and frankly speaking, I think it fits almost every occasion. Yeah, so that's one good thing about this watch. I would say another good thing is that the power reserve on this is actually quite decent given the price that I paid. I think it can go up to approximately 2 days, 48 hours thereabouts. Yeah, but the timekeeping on it is not exactly the most accurate, so there is a plus minus minute or so every day. So there is a need for you to reset this watch every time you wear it, every now and then. So if you're not a frequent wearer of your auto watches, I would say that this might give you some trouble here and there. But if you're willing to put in, that extra minute or so in the morning, I think it should be fine. I've gotten used to the routine of adjusting my watch in the morning before I head off to work. So yeah, that's that. One issue I do have with this watch though is the crown. For some reason, the crown has become very difficult to pull out. And what I mean by that, right now I think it's fine because prior to filming this video, I already pulled it out and it's fine now. But it's almost rusty, I would say. I'm not sure if the mechanism on this has gotten jammed, or I'm no watch expert, so if you do know, do let me know in the comment section, because it has been giving me some issues in the morning. For instance, when I'm rushing off to work, sometimes when I pull out the crown, it gets stuck, right? Because there's 2 levels to this crown, and sometimes it gets stuck at the first level. I have to wiggle it back and forth until it finally budges and come out all the way for me to adjust the time. So it can get quite annoying. I have not had the time to visit the service center yet. Frankly speaking, given the price I paid for this watch, I fear that the repair cost for this crown may exceed the original cost of this watch, so it may not be a very economical decision. So I will think about it. Yes, I would say another issue with this watch is that it's very prone to scratches and fingerprints, and given the nature of this bracelet, you can see over here under the light over here that it has been scratched up pretty badly. But once again, I have no intentions of sending it for polishing or whatnot, because this is, after all, a watch that I wear almost every day, and I'm alright if it's undergoing some wear and tear. I think it gives a lot of character and personality to the watch, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, but the clasp over here is definitely very scratched up, extremely scratched up. So yeah, that's that. Another thing is that given that this is an integrated sports bracelet, it's an integrated bracelet over here, the lug-to-lug length of this watch is extremely long. I have measured it before, and I think it goes all the way up to almost 51 millimeters. So what that means is that you have to, there will be a UFO phenomenon on your wrist. So for context, my wrist is approximately 5.5 inches. Right, so it does fluctuate during the day because I live in a tropical country and the weather does get quite hot sometimes, so it does expand from time to time. So from the top view, I would say that it looks perfectly fine. I do not see, it does not really look too off. Perhaps at the bottom you can start to see a gap appearing. So it gets very obvious when you look at it from, let me see which angle is, yeah, from this angle for instance. Right, so you can see there is a UFO effect and there's a huge gap between my wrist and the top of the watch face. Right, so these are the gaps that appear. Right. Unfortunately, I think that this problem cannot be resolved because of the nature of the bracelet. The male end links here are protruding by quite a fair bit. I have contacted some people on, I believe, some kind of watch forum or some kind of watch subreddit dedicated to older Orient models, and they have suggested that I do some kind of machining to this portion over here to make it protrude a lot less, but frankly speaking, I'm not confident that I will do a good job, and I'm not sure that it's worth the risk of doing so. Yeah, just let me focus my camera. Yeah, this part over here. This part over here. So apparently if you can cut it, or I'm not sure how you do it exactly, carve it away a little, it would make the watch protrude less. But yeah, I'm not too sure if that's a wise idea, so I've never really gotten about doing that. Yeah, so other than that, I think it's fine. This is, after all, a very, very versatile watch, and I would say that I would probably continue wearing it a lot until the day the movement decides to die on me. Yeah. In terms of the clasp, it's not anything fancy. It's just a regular push and pull clasp like this. Just one quick release system like this. Yeah, so there, I foresee that there may be a time that this part will get rusty and it would make the entire process of unclasping the watch a lot more difficult, but fingers crossed it doesn't turn out that way in the future. So yeah, so that's been my experience of wearing this Orient Tristar for around 2 years now, almost on a daily basis. I have gotten some curious questions from some of my friends and family when they see this watch. They think that, oh, is this like your some kind of vintage watch that you purchased, from some obscure website or something like that? But no, surprisingly, I got it from a very popular e-commerce platform here in Singapore where I live. So yeah, I do not think it's still in stock at the moment. Frankly speaking, I don't think this watch dates back that far back, but it has been a very pleasant experience, I would say. Given a choice, I would purchase another one, probably in a white face, but yeah, I have decided to be prudent for now. Alright, cheers, hope you enjoyed this video.